Hello everyone, welcome to Grace Hollow Rabbitry and welcome to Northwest Arkansas. I'm PJ and I run an ARBA rabbitry. I raise commercial meat breed rabbits. I raise New Zealand's, black, blue, and broken, and I raise silver fox in black, blue, and I plan to start a broken program with them. Good evening everyone. We are on our last litter to evaluate. They're New Zealand blues, and they're out of Ashdown, and I think Mark. It's either Tex or Mark. I'll have to write it down below. I have to look it up. You'd think I'd come out here prepared for that, and I never do. Anyway, she only had two, and she weaned two, and I've been watching these guys in the cage, and they are beautiful rabbits, both of them. Now, I cheated. I was hoping for one buck and one doe, and so a couple weeks ago I cheated, and I already looked before you did. So if I was correct at sexing them then, we have, unfortunately, two bucks and no does. Now I've already sold Ashdown. She's already gone to her new home, and when I sexed these guys a while back ago, I thought I had one buck and one doe, and then when I sold Ashdown, I took a look at the two babies and realized I had two bucks. So anyway, the new owner has Ashdown, and she lives only a few miles from me, about an hour away, and so she's going to breed her. Actually, she's already been bred, and so when she has babies, we're going to take a look and see if she has any daughters. So there's a possibility that further down the road I can get a daughter out of Ashdown, and we have even talked about bringing her back and breeding her to Tex or one of my bigger bucks later on down the road. We'll wait and cross that bridge later down. But anyway, let's look at her two babies. First one, and I put it in that wagon. I have my scale sitting in the wagon so I can pull them around where I need to be. And, the wagon moved and startled the kid, so he's not happy with me. He was 6 pounds, which is about where he needs to be. At about 10 weeks, I like to see 5 pounds, and these guys are 12, 13 weeks, so 6 pounds. That's pretty close to where he needs to be. Beautiful, beautiful blue. Look at that blue. Just a beautiful, beautiful blue. I love that. Now, if anything, the coat, the fur might be a little bit long. Now, it's a baby coat, so it's soft. But I think it might be a little long in coat, and I think that might prevent it later on from having a flyback coat. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But in my opinion, that coat does seem a little long. But it's very dense, and I do like that. I like the density of the coat. I love the color of the coat. I just wish the length was just a little bit shorter. But we're also got some baby fur going on, and we're transitioning. I can see those more mature guard hairs coming in, and so we'll see what happens when he's a little older. Okay, the ears. When I'm looking in the ears, I'm looking for ear mites or anything irregular, and you want to make sure every time you handle your rabbit, you check the ears. Ear mites is something that it just happens. Everyone gets ear mites. It just happens. At least once, so you just always want to watch for it. So let's flip this guy over. You want to flip. Okay, let's flip this guy over. You want to make sure the teeth are straight. And one day soon, one day this year, I do hope to do a video on just teeth on the rabbit to show you a little more in depth of what I'm looking for. Okay, and this guy is definitely definitely a buck. No doubt about it. Right. Now, I keep forgetting to check the toenails, so I'm going to look at those. Back feet look good. Now on a New Zealand Blue, if they're going to have a white toenail every single time, I've said this before, if you're going to find a white toenail on a Blue New Zealand, it's going to be this foot, this second inner toe, every single time. Yes, it's blue. Alright, blue toenails. Look at this guy. Look at the body type on this guy. Alright, I hope you can see. I've got him turned. I hope you can see. He won't pose. That's what he is. He's a non-poser. He wants to stand on his feet, and I need him to lay on his feet. There we go. I'll put this one down too. There we go. Now when you pose a New Zealand, what you want is the front toes to come directly below the eyeball. And then the back toes, if you can see him under here, there's his feet. He's pushing out the other way. You want his back toes right in line. Did that tickle? Look at that. I rub his rib cage and he flinches. He's ticklish. So you want the back toes straight in line with that hip junction. You have the circle of the hip right in front. You want the toes. And the peak, the highest point of the rabbit, you want in line with those toes, that hip straight up. You want the peak, the highest point of the rabbit, right in the center, just above his toes and his hips. And this guy, when he's posed correctly, he's got static electricity going on here. Probably me playing with him. Fur standing out. Okay, so what we have when he comes out is he's posed straight up. The neck starts behind the ears. The shoulders start right behind the ears, and they gradually come up and around. Just a big round, gradual rise, come to a tall peak, and then a gradual rounding of the hip, and keep it round, and then come straight to the table. And this rabbit does that. As a youngster, he is definitely doing that. He could probably use a little more depth right here in the center, make that peak just a little higher. But he's young, and New Zealand's tend to develop more depth as they mature. So let's take a look at his hind side. And this is where your points are on a New Zealand. Right here in the hips, the loin, and the base. You want that nice and round, and you want it full. You want a tense muscle definition. You want to be able to feel good muscle. You'll also want to be able to feel the bone structure and know that the bone structure is correct. And this guy is wide at the base, wide at the hip. Right here in the loin, he could be a little more wider, but when you feel him, he doesn't catch. He comes all the way back. That means he's going to fill in here. This is a maturity thing here. Now when they sink in, you hope that they fill in, but when they sink here and you feel that hip bone, when you come back, as I often did back in the fall, a lot of times that don't fill in. Sometimes it does, but a lot of times it don't. He doesn't have that. He is full there, and so he's most likely going to continue to fill in, continue to mature, and widen out there. which as a youngster, like I said, this guy's 13, 14 weeks old. So he's, you know, he's getting there. He's still a young guy. Real good looking boy. Okay, this is Ashdown, blue baby number 2, and the only 2 that she had. Now this guy, his fur is a little shorter, and as you can see, when I rub that backwards, it definitely flies back. Much shorter in fur than the brother. We still have the good density. We still have the good color. Now this little guy is a little bit smaller than his brother. His brother was 6 pounds, and this one was 5 pounds 10 ounces. So he's close enough to that 6 pound mark. My battery died. So as I was saying, this guy's just a little smaller than his brother. This one was 5 pounds 10 ounces. But I do like the length of the fur better. As far as color and density is comparable. Really nice fur. This one's just a little smaller. So let's go ahead and look at the ears and teeth. Okay, no. Alright, ears look good. Let's go ahead and get him flipped over. There we go. There, we got him flipped over. Okay, teeth looks good. I'm going to check his toenails while I'm here. Definitely blue. Alright, so we're probably good to go. Yeah. We got blue toenails and no white on the foot pads. Alright, let's see. Yep. Still a buck. Alright, so, and this guy too, just like his brother, is a very promising body type. He is a little more compact. I think overall, in balance with his body, I think he might have a little more depth. It's kind of hard to tell because he is a little smaller. But in proportion, I do think he might have the better depth. Again, the shoulders come right out behind the ears, comes right out of the neck, right behind the ears, comes to a gentle curve up, and he peaks right at the top, just above the toenails, just above the hip, and then he rounds off nice and neat, makes it a nice little arched little rabbit there. And then you turn him around, and again, in proportion wise, he's on a smaller scale, but in proportion, I think he might be a little wider than his brother. We have a few little white hairs right here on the tip of his tail. I believe that would constitute as a white spot. Huh. Well, that's disappointing. Promising boy, except for that little white spot on the tip of his tail. I may hang on to him and see if maybe that sheds out. I mean, it's the very, very, very tip-top. Just a few little hairs right here. So maybe that would shed out. I don't know. If you've liked this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you'll be notified of the next video release. Down below, I'm going to leave a couple of links for you. One will be to my webpage, which will have photos of the brood team. It will also have show results and my show schedule for 2019. Be sure to check that out. I'm also going to leave a link to my fan page where you can see what rabbits I have available and little day-to-day comments and photographs that happen on the rabbitry every day. Be sure to collect your rainbows and don't forget to share them with me right there on the fan page. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless.